I'm Willie Geist. We are scattered all over the world this morning. Al is out in L.A. Natalie is in Stockholm for the opening of the ABBA Museum. Such a thing exists. So helping me out this hour, the great Vanessa Williams.
Thank you.
Currently starring on Broadway in the 4 times Tony-nominated Trip to Bountiful. Also with us for today's Take 3, a pair that has never been nominated for any award ever. I think that's fair to say.
I was anchorman on my chug team in college.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was nominated.
Is that an honor, per se?
Not really, but I took it.
Kit Hoover, Billy Bush, Access Hollywood Live. Good to have you guys here.
We like that music you opened with.
That
was a little
nice?
slow jam.
Did you feel it?
Yeah. Who did you select that? Is that After Hours Geist?
That is. That's late night guys spilling into the morning.
That's
guys.
really the mixtape.
Exactly. More of the mixtape.
Yeah.
You know,
there it is.
Yeah.
This little move right here is not a good move.
No, don't bite. Don't overbite it. Don't overbite it.
How about this move?
No.
Right there. Keep it there.
You're in a little tight with the shoulders.
Well, I don't want to get too far out.
Let's open the shoulders. Let's open the shoulders a little bit. All right, we've got a lot to talk to this morning, but we begin our Take 3 by checking in with Al. He had a big night with the gang at The Voice last night. Hey, Al.
Hey, guys. I tell you, we really had a fun time. Savannah and I actually got to be on The Voice last night. Carson Daly came over. It was really nice. There you go. You can see some of that there. We were plugging the concert series, which was kind of exciting. And then we got some great behind-the-scenes access. So that was really cool, too. And, boy, I got to tell you, it's amazing to see what goes into putting this show on. It's in one of the sound stages, one of the larger sound stages on Universal's back lot. And, man, they really tear it up. They get stuff going. And the acts right now, I think, are even more jazzed because these are live playoffs. Everything that happened, when you see it, it's happening live, so it's pretty cool.
And you mentioned it, Al. The thing that always gets me about that show and Idol is you've got like 16, 17, 18-year-olds stepping onto live television. There's 10, 15 million people watching, and they just nail it, the guts and the poise those kids have. Yeah,
they really do. And I think it's in no small part to the coaches. I mean, unlike other singing shows where it's kind of about the coaches or the judges, these guys and women, the Shakira, really care about all these young singers that they're mentoring. They're not just talking to them about singing; they're talking to them about life. Like Usher actually took his team into a gym, saying, hey, you know what? You've got to have stamina. You've got to be able to move around for not just one song, but for a whole hour to perform. So they're practicing while they're doing a strenuous workout. I mean, it's really pretty impressive.
Roker, your appearance last night was fantastic. You really nailed it. You kept.
The
best part about it, Al, is when you were standing there with Carson and Savannah, you kept it short.
Yeah,
Stop.
You didn't go.
That's a height joke.
Too long. Very tight.
You know what I loved was the bromance with Adam Levine. He gave you a big shout-out, Al. I was loving that.
You know what? I got to tell you. I mean, I love them all. I mean, Blake is sitting there with his Starbucks cup of his special latte.
Sure. It's called the Blakerita.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's his margarita.
It's great. And by the way, Vanessa, I saw you opening night.
You did?
At the Trip to Bountiful. What a terrific show.
Oh, thank you.
Unbelievable.
Thanks so much.
Cuba Gooding, of course, the great Cicely Tyson, Tom Wopat. I mean, what a great show.
Al, we're going to check back in with you in just a second. You've transitioned us perfectly into our Take 2. Let's talk about the show. I interviewed you yesterday on a different program across the street. They spread us around a little bit over here. You talked about working with Cicely Tyson as someone who looked up to her and admired. It's kind of like, oh my God, I'm standing on the same stage as this woman.
She's one of the women that I used to watch growing up and saying, she did Roots, she did Sounder, she did The Diary of Miss Jane Pittman. These were pivotal roles for women, especially black actresses. And she ingrained what a premier actress should be. And the fact that I'm sharing the stage with her 8 shows a week, and she's a woman of a certain age, and I look and say, I want to be doing that when I'm her age as well. She's phenomenal, and she's funny too. It's a sentimental show. You'll cry, but you'll laugh, and you'll sing, and you'll clap, and you'll root for her, and she's phenomenal.
How hard is it to make it on Broadway right now? I mean, Alec Baldwin went through this. His show just got canceled. It's called Orphans, but it's tough.
It's tough. I mean, we're actually in the same category because we're up for Best Revival of a play. it's finding the right chemistry. I mean, it's kind of freaky how quickly our production came together. We're in the same theater that Trip to Banfield debuted 60 years ago, at the same exact theater. And we've got Hallie Foote, who's Horton Foote's daughter, who's a part of our production, who's been helping us with Michael Wilson, who's been amazing as a director, and of course, you know, an amazing cast. So sometimes you just get lucky, and people love it. And you know, Cicely hasn't been on stage in 30 years.
And
so
critics love it. 4 Tony nominations.
Yeah,
you're up for 4. Really cool. I want to ask you, too, about something you're working on with Bear Aspirin. You're a paid spokesperson for them. Handbags and hearts. What is it?
Well, actually, it's kind of a perfect segue, because in the show, I'm always talking about her heart. She has these sinking spells. Mother Watts, and I'm the daughter-in-law who's got to watch her during the day so she won't run off to her old town of Banfield. And she has these sinking spells, and I'm here talking about Mother's Day's coming up, but also the correlation between women and having heart disease being the #1 killer of women. So we're trying to launch a campaign called Handbags for Hearts, and basically what we want you to do is carry aspirin in your handbag. And you can go online and donate and pledge, make the pledge. Our symptoms are different than men's, and we need to know that we don't have the normal tingling and the pressure on the chest. We have nausea, being faint, sweating.
Yeah, I'm always wondering about that down the left arm, right? I'm always like, what is that?
But ours
women
is different. Yeah. Masked is different.
Right. So call 911 first, please.
Do it.
Grab an aspirin, throw it in your mouth, and then that can help save your heart muscle as well. And for every donation and every pledge that people make online, Bear's going to give an equal donation up to $200,000 to Women's Heart, which is fantastic.
Very cool. I love that. Wait, speaking of Mother's Day, how's Mom?
My mom was
so saucy when we had her on.
She's still saucy.
Oh, she was fabulous.
By the way, that woman has had if anyone's been close to a heart attack, it's got to be Helen for when you put her through. I read every page of your book, Vanessa Williams.
Yes.
And let's just say one word. There's one word that really did it.
What?
Bruce. Your first major boyfriend. Mom almost fell out.
She's blushing.
She's still hanging in there.
And we met your beautiful daughter here. This is a family affair.
She's so cute. Cute
A
daughter.
good read for Mother's Day. Vanessa's book, good read for Mother's Day. Ladies, if you want to talk a nice relationship, that was tested on many times.
Let's move to our next take, because we have someone who was invited, Billy and I, not invited, to the gala.
Yeah, let me just take you
what is it,
inside
first
there.
Metropolitan Museum of Art, big fancy deal.
It's all about the fashion. I don't know if you've been before, Vanessa. I'm sure you have. It is the craziest event. You've got actors and movie stars and athletes.
What'd you wear? Let's see.
Well, don't look at me, because it was a long day at the office. Okay, first of all, you're behind a bar, so I'm doing my calisthenics, and you didn't have to wear shoes because no one can see. Get that picture off. That's not supposed to be on there. But the celebrities came out. It was all about punk, so it was so fun to see what they're going to wear right there. Tom Brady was there with Giselle, looking so fantastic. He was so handsy. That's SJP wearing the mohawk, which was really fun.
Love it.
Now, Mama Bear came out at me. I was so worried about these stairs that someone was going to take a fall. No one did. Kim K got the invite. The rumor was last year that she wasn't invited by Anna Wintour, but she made it right there. Madonna came without pants, but who needs pants? Her cute young boyfriend was wearing a skirt. It was a crazy night. You saw some gray hair on the carpet right there. Nicole Richie.
I love this look on Nicole Richie.
Do you like this for a woman?
Dyed gray?
Dyed gray.
Is it dyed gray?
She had a gray hairdo in a tight little bun. But here's the thing. It's sort of the mirror experience of the female. If Barbara Walters can have blonde hair, and she's early 80s, and a lot of women in their early 80s wear blonde, why not go the other way and go gray when you're late 20s?
20s, though, but I'm in my 40s. It's not so
Maybe
cute
not
if I go
50 or 40.
Yeah, pull it off. You
I
look
don't
good
think so.
I just want to get to the point of fame in my career where I can go out of the house without pants, as Madonna did, and it's like, oh, Madonna, isn't she brilliant?
Yeah,
she's just brilliant, isn't she?
It's kind of like one of those mumbling old, senile mob bosses that go walk around town in Greenwich Village. You see them with the was it banana yoga? They go in the bathrobe, slippers. When that is allowed, Willie, I'll join you.
That's costume chic. Costume chic.
We'll go together.